Bit about. Am I on the air? If a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, did it make a noise? I say yes. Yes, it did make a noise, even if nobody was there to hear it. That's just the way it goes. Mm-mm-mm. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Mhm, mhm, mhm. I see. Let me go over here. Mhm, 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 mhm. Okay. Why does it say muted? Hey, James. James Lonigan. Welcome to the program. How you doing, man? All is well, I hope. Just gonna give it a couple minutes, chit chat. I'm not gonna be long, but it's been a while since I've been on, and I wanted to come on, say hi to everybody, see what's going on in the world outside of my little bubble. I'm gonna play a song in a minute. Let some wackadoos find it. Nobody will get a notification, and I didn't post it anywhere earlier. And I didn't tell anybody. It's a secret. It's a double secret live stream. Nobody will hear it. Nobody will find it. Nobody will is seeking it. So what's up, James? What is good? Let me call everybody. Call it with music. Now I don't know why there's no music coming out. Yeah, I do want to hear a good one. Was watching a vlogger from the Philippines. He is traveling. He is a traveling orthopedic nurse. Took a flight. He flies a lot. Had a chance to fly through Moscow back in 2019 on Aeroflot. Oh, the Philippines expat vlog is it an expat vlogger. You know, I tell you, I'm pretty much over everything with the Philippines. These hello Chi, welcome. He was taking the vlog and went through a tourist shop in the airport, and I spot a bag in the tourist shop video with Trump and Putin's picture on it. I heart Russia. Yeah, well, doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me one bit. You see that I don't even mind, like, travel vloggers that go different places. I'm just really sick of everything Philippines related, both expat vloggers and Filipino vloggers, I guess you could say. Every friggin' expat vlogger in the Philippines is a friggin' expert on the Philippines. I've had it with the same topics. Filipina that, Filipina this, what to do, what not to do, what Filipinos like, what they don't like. I don't give a shit. I don't care what they like, don't care. They're making it like it's friggin' rocket science to go to this third world country and just, stay over there. Everything's so intricate. Nobody can do it unless they talk to an expat vlogger. My God. And it's the other thing, right? They're retired, they're living in the Philippines, and they do 3, 4 hour live streams. Like, you're retired. Don't you have anything else to do than sit on the computer? I mean, really. His vlog is Mitch Young, a Filipino. Yeah, you see something that travels and shows you something. All right. It's these talking head people that just sit there and spout all this nonsense. Watch The Farmer too. Too much drama. Yeah, The Farmer. They got these other newer vloggers like Sunshine Shoulders. I checked out a couple. Oh my God. Every man has a story. If I hear him start talking, I fall asleep because he's like watching a potted plant talk. And a whole bunch of them are just boring. And they get all these freaking people, and it's the same questions. How much do I need to live over there? Just freaking go over there. Most of these numbnuts asking these questions aren't going there anyway. The Farmer, too much drama. I think pretty much everybody hates that guy now. Hey, but at least he does him, right? Amazing Philippines, Rod. Yeah, I do kind of like Rod too, just for that reason. Yeah, he'll show you like hotels, places to live, what the cost is. Yeah, that's again, and he doesn't, as far as I know, he doesn't do live streams either. So he just does straight up videos showing you stuff in Cebu, or Mandawi City or wherever he is over there. That's at least something. But the same stuff. How do I meet a Filipino when I get there? What about age gaps? Are people gonna look at us? Blah 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 blah. Visas. Something you can just go on Google and find out in 5 minutes yourself. They talk about for hours. How to get them, where to get them, what the cost is. Just, shut up. Shut up. Like I said, most of these idiots asking the questions aren't going there anyway. Just daydreamers. Mark the Savage King. Welcome to the program. Can I watch The Farmer? Mark the Savage King in the house. Welcome to the program, Mark. I was letting out a little steam about how most Philippine vloggers stink, and I hate the ones who do live streams. And supposedly it says there's like 300 people in there. Meanwhile, you see like the same 10 people talking in the chat, which makes me a little suspicious that maybe really there isn't that many people in there. Seen that many times. You are in the house. Thank you, Mark. This is an unscheduled live stream. Just doing it for shits and giggles, and I've been away for a while. The only shows watching. What's up with that? Hey, I'm gonna Mark and James. I'm gonna play this song for you guys. It's haunting. Oh no, wait, I couldn't play it. There's something wrong. I can't figure it out. Not on the fly. If I ever get serious with this, I'll figure this stuff out. But ooh, that's bad feedback. See, now I can hear myself at least. Oh, now I hear the music. I hear the music, but I bet yous don't hear the music. This is screwy. That's what happens when you get too close. Hi, Miss Muggs. Yeah, right. That's it. Oh, I gotta shut that music. I still hear it. All right. For those of you that don't know what that is, then you've been living under a cave. It's from Squid Games. Squid Games. It's a very bingeable show, and I recommend it. It's in Korean. Get with the program, Miss Muggs. What's worse, fingernails on a blackboard or feedback? It's pretty close. Feedback gives us a run for its money. That's for sure. I usually just watch the guys from Bacolod, Asia at Night, our Philippine adventure. Our Philippine adventure. Is that Ned? I can't remember. Yeah, Squid Games is a pretty good show, James. I enjoyed it. I binge watched it. I think it's like 8 or 9 episodes. It's not too bad. But the creepy music, I love the creepy music. That's one of my favorite parts. And I remember James and Mark. You guys probably remember this when they had in the movies, if it was a foreign film and they tried to like do the voiceover dub and it was like terrible. It was like, yeah, what are you doing there? And you see that today they really do a good job with it, where it actually looks like the person speaking in English, even though they're speaking in Korean. So I highly recommend that program for you. Oh, another vlogger I'm sick of is the Filipina P. It gets very repetitive. No, Ned is in Dumageddon. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't really watch too much stuff on the Philippines anymore. It's a snooze. You know what? I here's the thing about it too, and I think Mark and James, you've been there before. You can listen to people telling you everything about the place, and this is any place. It doesn't even have to be Philippines. You could be listening to somebody telling you about Canada, whatever, and they may be telling you everything as they experienced it. Doesn't mean that you're gonna have any kind of experience like what they had. So sitting there and listening to the same things over and over again. And even, they run out of ideas. They just like re-release their old videos. They don't even make a new one. It's enough. It's a small little country. It's overdealt right now. Like it's built up like it's some kind of paradise. And it's not. It's just another place. It's a developing country or a third world country, whatever you want to call it. So I don't want to hear from them so much, especially the expats. The expats really annoy me. So while they're going on and talking about it and how it's such paradise, like I said, you got these guys. They go on, they do live streams 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day. You know what? If I was retired, I wouldn't be on YouTube talking to all foreigners. Because that's mostly who that tune into that shit. It's not like Filipinos go there or Filipino people. Yeah. Right, James. You've been there, did your research, and you understand. Just another place for Starbucks and McDonald's. Exactly. And then they all want to live out in the province and live in an apartment for $100 where you got to bathe with a ladle going over your head in a bucket. I don't get it. I look at it this way. I've lived my whole life taking hot showers, sleeping in a comfy bed, having air conditioning when I need it when it's hot, having heat when I need it when it's cold. Now, why would I, as getting older, closer to retirement, want to not be able to take a hot shower, not be able to sleep in air conditioning? Why would I all of a sudden, 50, 60 years old, whenever you're able enough to retire, to go live worse than you did the last part of your life? Why would anyone do that? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go retire and live in a shithole. No, if I'm gonna go somewhere, whether it's Philippines or somewhere else, and I'm gonna stay in the country, I want accommodations that what I've just experienced for the last 40, 50 years. It's just me. You want to go live in the middle of the woods, have an open roof where the bugs and the mosquitoes just fly into your place, have at it. It's not for me. I am retired. I will be lying on the sand, having mojitos on the side. Exactly, Muggs. That's retirement. I was on a live stream today, and everyone was trying to tell me that I cannot live in the Philippines on $1,000 a month. They all shut up after I told them I am living on $1,100 now in the U.S. Dared them to tell me that I cannot live there on $1,000 a month. For me, knowing an apartment in Florida is $1,500 minimum a month versus $300 to $600 in the Philippines. My budget will be $1,500 a month and still saving money. Yeah. I don't know why they want to. They make such a thing out of the extreme low budgets. I'm with you. Like because I don't think I'm going to be there full time. I think I might be there part of the time. I might even go to other countries for a month or two at a time. But, I'll get something like an Airbnb, like you said, $300 to $600. But I'm going to have those amenities. I'm not gonna do without. Why would I do that? I could live cheaper in the US and still have all that stuff. So why would I go somewhere and it doesn't make any sense to me. Retirement means to enjoy the life. Yeah, exactly, Miss Muggs. See, I don't think most of these guys that go there, I don't really think they enjoy it. They go number one for the women. I don't care what anybody says. That's their number one thing because they're in their 50s and 60s and they can get younger women. Number one answer. Number two, yes, it's less expensive to live, but that doesn't mean you have to live like a pauper either. You know. And I even realize situations, are different. Like if you go there and you put in if you know you want to be there, 12 months a year, and you make a big investment and buy a condo or a house or something, well, you never own the house, right? So I wouldn't recommend it. But, let's say a condo. So you pay for it cash. Yeah, and then you won't have a rental bill or a mortgage rather. But it's easy peasy stuff, man. People making it out like it's nuclear fission being taught here. Right, James. No car payments, grab cars. In the grocery store, have Western foods if you want anything. Right. That's what I seen. That's what I did. I cabbed everywhere. And what's that place? Damn, I can't think of it. I know the SNR. The big one that has all the imported stuff. I'd become a member of that, and anything I couldn't get at a local supermarket that I wanted, I would go over there and most likely be able to find something. I this one guy, I checked him out for a few minutes. On the one hand, he's starting a cruise line, and on the other hand, he's saying that he still has credit card debt from America that he pays off monthly. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with this situation? Doesn't make any sense. Credit cards, you're paying off a credit card balance from America every month, and you're starting a cruise line. A cruise line. He's got ships. He's trying to close on a ship. Just doesn't make sense to me. And the other the other thing I noticed is that they never, they say what their budget is, but they very rarely do they ever tell you how much they're making on their YouTube channel. Because most of them, they might make more on their YouTube channel than they even have in like a pension or social security. So that just gets pushed to the side. Already found a dairy. Oh, a dairy in the city that has fresh milk. Did my meds research, found most of what I want. That's it. Oh, that guy from Doomageddon. Yeah. Boring. Mr. Boring. The cruise ship. And you got the other guy. Listen, guys, I'm boots on the ground, the nitty gritty. The nitty gritty. Ridiculous. My God. So I stay away from all of that. And like I used to like the P, like when she first started, she was like kind of interested. And now it's just I don't want to hear about it anymore. Stupidness. Either show me something or entertain me in some way. Be funny. Be informative. But just don't give me the same crap. And it's always like, oh, province girls versus city girls. Which is better in the Philippines? They're all good. They all got vaginas. They're all fine. Hi, Maureen. Came in on a wrong note. Hi, Maureen. Welcome to the program. Mark is saying, I asked a question to someone just to see how they answer the question. Then the answer they give you will tell you a lot about someone and how they answer it, then the answer itself. Yeah, no, that's true. Shows you how they think, how they process things. Mug says she's still selling a yacht. Who's interested? you know, I, me and Mark talked about that buying a yacht. It's not terrible because if you have the yacht, then I mean, you can, that's your house, right? So you don't have rent, you don't have a mortgage, you sleep on the boat. Yes, Maureen, welcome to the program. Long time no see, my friend. Thank you. Come again. James is saying, you know what? I like when people put the comments up on the screen and everybody can see it. Let me be what I appreciate from a host. Well, the Canadian and Australian ambassadors have worked out an agreement with the IATF on accepting each country's vaccine cards. Canadian and Australian. Yeah, well, it's going to have to be done in a lot of countries. Hey, Ed Denoy, welcome to the program. Ed Denoy, what's going on? What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Ed, if you need a yacht, Miss Muggs is selling a yacht. So if you need a yacht, just contact Miss Muggs. Her email's on her YouTube channel. Well, do you have dicking ops and to say docking fees to pay? Oh yeah, I guess so. I'm not an experienced yachtsman, Mark. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Maybe you're right. I mean, maybe that could be more than an apartment. I don't know. Not to mention the fuel costs and the upkeep of the ship. So maybe overall come out more expensive, right? Although, I've been expanding my video watching. I've been watching Colombian videos, um, some Dominican, some Costa Rican, a lot of Latin America, Central America. Miss Catlin Channel. Hola, amigo, amiga. Hola, Miss Catalan. Me llamo Juan. ¿Cómo está? Just get one of those huge pontoon crafts and travel around the PH. Yeah, you could. Yeah, I mean, you could rent it, right? You could fly into the Philippines and rent something where you could just travel around. Instead of paying rent, right? It's options. Miss Catlin, ¿dónde está el baño? Por favor. I've been watching a lot of Spanish teaching videos. I'm learning Spanish for when I go someplace that speaks Spanish. I will be expert in 1 month once I get there and get immersed in the language. And at least that's a useful language, right? There's other countries that speak Spanish. If you learn Tagalog or Visayan, you know, sometimes people in the Philippines don't even understand one or the other. So it's not going to really help you in a world life. Unless you're, specifically marrying somebody there that speaks one of them, maybe you want to learn just so if they try to talk behind your back in front of you, you know what I mean? When they know you don't know the language and they turn to the family and go, "Blah, blah, 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 blah." I can be saying, hey, this guy's a fucking asshole. I'm going to take him for every dollar he's got. But you don't know because you don't understand the language. Hey, blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah. She just told her mother that she's going to kill me in the nighttime. Yeah, talking to the tata. Hey, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Tata, I'm gonna poison this guy. He'll be dead in the morning. Take his clothes. Hey, Tata, Dad, check to see if his shoes fit you, because I'm gonna have them for you in the morning. Uh, that's why you you just want to know enough to know if they're planning to kill you or kick you out of the house that you bought for them. Uh, it's good to know that kind of stuff. The tongue wagging this thing is savage. How you doing, Miss Caitlin? Miss Caitlin Channel. Ed saying, Jay, series iSeries bonds 7.2%. 7.2? Is that why do I hear talking? Wow, that's crazy. I have someone in the hallway outside of my apartment, and I hear them louder on the earphones than I do if I take my earphones off. Hmm. My dad had a sailboat yacht, and any boat that is over 37 feet or class A field as a yacht that he could have built himself. Not talking behind your back, but in front of you. Problem is, you don't understand. Yeah, I mean, they don't have to talk behind your back. They can talk behind your back in front of your face. Any question about these treasury? Just ask me. All right. Oh, so these are actually treasuries from the U.S. government having a yield 7.2%. That's friggin' fantastic. Let's see. 7.2%. So if you put 100,000 into it, well, it's 7 grand. And if you put 200,000, you get 14 grand. Yeah, I mean, I guess that could bring you. Uh, well, if you put 200 grand and you get over 1,000 a month, that's very helpful. That is very helpful to the. You see, here's what my problem is, and this, like I said, this isn't even necessarily going to the Philippines. It could be anywhere. I don't care. If that place doesn't open up and they don't want to let tourists in, there's other choices. Third world country. uh, Highest rate since 1998. Yeah, it does sound really high. That is really good. Shoot. And that's guaranteed by the government. So it's not like, so you won't get screwed out of it. I mean, the rate is great, but not being able to be screwed out of it from the government's even better. Because like if you bought like a stock paying a dividend, say like AT&T, I think it's over 7% itself. But they could cut them, and I think I heard they probably will in 2022. So 7.12% locked in, backed by the U.S. government. It is really fantastic. No, I know it's not a gamble. That's what makes it so good. You want complete safety because the market's going to crash. You know how I know? Because everything I have right now is up. my my little sets of portfolios have never been higher. So that means by law of averages, it's time for it to get cut in half because that's what happened the last time. Got to a certain point, everything crashed. Now I'm above where I was. It's going to happen. What goes up must come down. Very important. right, copy to clipboard. I'm gonna drop a link if anybody wants to join for a little bit. I'm not doing an all-nighter by any expectations. You don't do something for a while, you forget what the hell you're doing. Listening while cleaning the kitchen. Thank you, Miss Muggs. Miss Muggs, the only time I have to watch you is my weekends because I get your notification every day, but it's my work time. And it's real work now, not like last year. Last year was because of, COVID, pandemic, everything shut down. Really wasn't that much work. That's why I was on so much in the day back then. Now I'm working full weeks and I'm limiting it to the 40 hours because I don't want to work long hours anymore. They switched me from base plus commission to just base, just a salary. So where's my incentive, I ask you, to work harder than the work hours that we have? There is none. And I refuse to do it. But in the company's infinite wisdom, there must be a reason. Good. I can talk about this. Mr. Denoy.
Yes, can you hear me and see me?
I can hear you and see you just fine. So tell me a little bit about this iSeries.
Well, it's don't get too excited, okay? Because the maximum you can put in every year is okay. The maximum is 30,000. That's the catch. That's the catch.
Oh, hold on. I got a big James. Welcome to the panel.
Yeah, I figured I had some time. I'll come on.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for coming up. So you can only purchase 30. You can only get 30,000 into it per year. You said. So are they planning on doing this long term?
But they've always had I bonds. Okay. The recent news is that on November 1st, the interest rate jumped from about 3.52 to 7.1. And that kind of like, wow, shit, we haven't, see, I keep up with all this shit on the internet and chat groups. Have you followed me so far?
Yeah. My one question, because I will admit, I like following investment products and stuff, but really my knowledge on bonds is limited because I really don't look into it too often.
Well, these type of bonds, okay. The rate actually changes every 6 months. The next rate change will be in April, maybe April. Okay. We don't know if it's going to go up farther or down, but it probably won't change that much because we're in a high inflation environment.
What's the term?
The term, there's no terms with I bonds. That's the weird thing. Okay. But listen carefully. Okay. If you cash out before 1 year, there's 3-month interest penalty. After 1 year, no penalty.
So what's 30,000 times the 7.12% for whatever month?
Well, it'll pay your flight fare.
Really?
It's not a whole lot, but okay. I can tell you, I just bought one for $10K, and the return per year is. Well, I mean, you can do the math probably in your head. It's $712.
Right, but I mean that crushes anything that you would have in a savings account in any bank anywhere, and it's fully protected. It's not like a stock where you can lose your entire balance.
No, I mean it's safer than a bank. It's I mean banks are protected by FDIC.
Well, the banks aren't. The customers are.
Yeah, the customers. But this is the Fed.
All right. So, I mean, that does sound good to put 30 in it and just have it safe, better than sitting in the bank, like for an emergency fund. But it's got to be money that you're not going to need in the next year.
Let me tell you how you do the 30,000, okay? technically, on the website, it's called Treasury Direct.
Treasury.
Write it down.
I am. All right, Treasury Direct.
Yeah, just type that in the search bar. Okay, then you have to make an account. It'll take you about 15 minutes.
Okay.
When you make that account, you will link it to your local Chase or Wells Fargo or whatever.
Yeah, this way you can ACH the funds.
Right. That's the only way they do it.
Okay. Sounds easy enough.
Okay, yeah, there's real. It's not too hard to do, really. My wife, for some reason, my wife was on it trying to buy one, and autofill screwed up the what do you call it, routing number?
Yeah.
Okay, and because autofill screwed up the routing, I don't know what numbers they put in. It's like an old phone number or something. The Treasury could not pull the money from Chase. So and now I have to do. I just finished filling out paperwork that I downloaded, and had to go to Chase and get a notary, and it was a nightmare.
You know what's funny about routing numbers is I know the routing number for Chase in New York, Citibank in New York, and Bank of America in New York. I know because they're all the same. It goes like by state, the routing numbers for the banks.
Yeah, I think it's 9 numbers long.
Yeah. So no, that's cool.
Okay, let me tell you the kicker. This is the important thing. Okay, if you want, the limit is 10 grand. Okay, but they got different entities or categories, and there are 3. Okay, one is just individual, plain out individual.
Hey,
Got that?
Yeah, hold on one second. And I just want to welcome in Tropical Tim. I see Devout
Sure.
Don
Hi, Tropical Tim.
and Scoot B. Welcome, guys. We're talking about some bonds that it was informing me about. That pays 7.12%.
I'm not kidding. It's on the website.
No, I mean, especially if it's with the Treasury directly.
Yeah, it's called
no middleman.
TreasuryDirect.com. Okay, now I just got one more piece of information.
Go ahead.
Okay, the second entity is you go to your bank and you do a revocable trust that will get you another 10,000. Let me know when you're ready.
I got it. You get that from the bank.
Well, you have to fill out a simple revocable trust. That will take a little bit of thought, not much. It's really not that hard.
And that's how you get the second 10,000 in.
Right. And then there's one more way that's even easier.
Go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah, got my pen and paper right here.
I'm
really writing it down.
Yeah. Just go to your bank and do a sole proprietorship account.
Which one?
Sole proprietorship account. It's very easy.
A business account. Okay.
Yeah, that's very simple.
Yeah, and you can use your social as your
yes,
item.
yes, yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And then on that one, then you put another 10,000, leading it up to a total of 30,000 invested.
And okay, there's one more way that I can't do, but
welcome, Kevin.
Huh?
I just want to welcome in Kevin Nash.
Yeah, welcome, Kevin.
So there's another way to do what?
That you can get 5,000 more in.
Really?
But
is that more?
That is called a paper. It's done. They will actually send you a paper bond, but I think I'm not sure, but I think that can only be paid by way of the refund from tax. Well, I'm excluded. I really don't pay much taxes.
Oh, so you can put in as much as what your
No. 5,000 limit.
5,000 limit, but on what? On your refund or what you have to pay?
No. It has to. I think I have to read over it again, but that I think you can buy an additional 5,000 if you have at least 5,000 or more in tax refunds.
I actually get that.
Okay, then you're eligible. You're eligible. You can do a total of 35,000 per year. Per year, you can do it again. You can do it again. Like if you act fair, you got a month and a half to do it for
For this tax
2021.
season.
Yeah. No. It goes by calendar year. I mean, believe me, I know this thing, and you'll read it.
So when is it going to change? In April, you said?
Yeah, in April. We don't know if it's going to go up or down. Depends on inflation.
Have you been in this for a few years, and what have you noticed it doing most of the time?
I have not been in it. Like look, I bought I-bonds. The last time I bought I-bonds was like 1998 when they began. I can't see you. How do I see you?
I'm right here.
No, I mean, but I can see you as a still image.
Oh, maybe
I need to press play. I don't know.
No, maybe it froze.
No. Wait. Oh, okay. I got it. I had to go back to a StreamYard. All right. So I bought some in 1998, and then, but the banks were very competitive back then.
Yeah. I remember my father, I think it was 1980. He bought his first home, and his interest rate on that mortgage was 16%.
Yeah,
maybe like 16.99. But the banks were giving 10% interest on your money and giving you a toaster.
Higher than that. They actually went up to 18 or 19% at the peak, because I don't want to tell you how old I am, but I was around for that.
Hey, let's James. I want to work James into the conversation. What's going on, James?
Yeah, who wants to talk about treasuries?
Well, I wasn't going to interrupt you guys when you're talking about your bonds. No, if anybody ever watched Philo in the Philippines, I guess he got his marriage 9G or 9A visa, and 2 days ago he flew back to Manila, so he is in 6-day quarantine because he's been vaccinated.
That's good. He seems like a nice guy.
Did he? Did he just end the channel?
No, he stopped it, and then I guess he chatted me. Well, he's been chatting me since he's been in Indiana, and he said he's probably going to start the channel up after he gets back. I said, yeah, I said maybe just take some video on the flight, and then when you're in your hotel, you can, maybe post a video back on YouTube when you got time to spare, since you'll have time to spare.
Yeah, exactly. Scoot is saying that he saw that I was doing a quickie and was wondering if I had ever done anything but a quickie. No, never.
No. Do you want to talk about a risky investment?
Sure. What do you have? I love talking investments.
This is the risky investment, the most risky investment. You can go to a Philippine channel called Every Man Has a Story.
Oh, yeah. That guy puts me to sleep, man. He's boring as shit.
That's the guy who had that guy that's going to buy the...
Yeah, he's doing a cruise line, and he's paying off credit card debt from 10 years.
Right. He came to the Philippines with $600, and now he's buying a cruise line.
Cruise line.
Now he's opening up the investment to the general public.
Yeah, I bet he is.
Well,
no,
yeah,
before-
point. I mean, I see they're scrapping cruise ships over there in Indonesia, or, you know, wherever it is over there. And
I wouldn't give that flipping idiot a penny of my money.
No, I'm not planning on.
Send it to me. I'll put it in I-bonds for you, and then I'll take a small commission. How's that
Sounds like
sound?
from what you the way you described it, it sounds like I can do I bonds myself quickly. I mean that sounds just as easy as opening a brokerage account. You know,
it's easier. Actually, maybe even easier. But you just make sure you use the website correctly.
Deval Don wants to invest in the cruise line.
Can you believe that? Can you believe that guy? I mean, seems like a nice guy. He's well spoken. He's well spoken. Yeah, and he does repeat himself.
It was a good interview. It was a good interview with him, but I'm like,
he does. I agree, James. He has some good interviews from time to time, maybe even twice a week. He has good, interesting interviews.
Well, when I'm having a problem sleeping, I turn him on because he puts me right out.
Yeah, because he repeats all the shit about his life over and over again. And every time it changes, the facts change a little bit, man.
Well, I lost my ass when I worked for WorldCom, thanks, back in the days just before they took their fraud hit. For 3 years, they gave us 2,000 shares of stock, and back then it was $76 a share for bonuses. And then that third year, and they didn't mature till the fourth year. And guess what happened that third year?
It shit the bed.
Yep. So all that stock was worth nothing but maybe half a can of cat food.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, you remember Enron?
Oh yeah.
Tim is saying that face shields are eliminated here, going to level 1.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and that's another thing that the expat bloggers are doing. Philippines opens up. It's just a friggin'.
Cebu is in level 2, and then Iloilo and Bacolod are in level 3, going to level 2.
Even Rike did that one. The Philippines is over, and all it is just like a proposal sitting in someone's office over there, and they're building it up. And
I don't know I'm not a Rike fan.
I check him out sometimes. I'll tell you, if like 2 vloggers are giving information about something, his information is always spot on, and he delivers it very well.
I thought he's in Mexico now.
No, he's home in California.
Oh,
California.
But
so nobody's going to invest in Every Man Has a Stories cruise liner.
No, I don't got that kind of money to just burn. I'm thinking about I-bonds. I'm not thinking about a cruise ship, which, what is it, like 8 out of 10 of them fail?
66 broke ass. I don't know what the hell he did. Story in his life, it changes. Every episode, changes. Everything he says has to be fact checked, and you see he's full of bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
I will make you a bet. I will make you a bet right now. If you want to bet, I'll bet against that. I'll bet you $500 he never gets that ship up and going.
We can't bet because I agree with you. There's no bet there.
But you know what? He's going to make some money. There are fools in his world.
I can see in the future, and I see people sending him money, and somehow it never happens, and he disappears from YouTube with 100,000 or whatever.
I think there are people out there. If there are people who send money to Filipinos girls, all the time, and they just they just might bite. I'm not saying anyone's going to send him like 50,000, but all it takes is,
yeah, he'll get some money from these knuckleheads.
Yeah, I think some people will, toss in 1,000, and if you get enough people to do that, yeah, that's brazen. That is a brazen scam.
Don is saying buy H bar. I do believe that is a
Don, what is H bar?
I believe it's a cryptocurrency, an altcoin.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sitting the crypto out. I don't know.
We haven't been busy lately on YouTube as we're packing up and planning our move. Oh, good for you, Tim. You finally be able to get to your house in Palawan. See, Tim's saying I'm a Filipino girl. Send me money. But here's the thing:
Okay,
it's not even the girls. It's more the expat vloggers that do the begging for the money more than the Filipinas.
Tim, will you spread your cheeks for me? I'll send you money, man.
Hey, that you should send that to him in a direct message.
Well, you know, Tim is good. He's got a good sense of humor.
No, great sense. He's entertaining. You know, not boring.
Yeah.
Don says Rike is cool, and Don knows cool.
Tim is moving.
Yeah, he's going. He has a house in Palawan that he hasn't been able to get to because of the pandemic.
Oh hell! Sorry about that, Tim. I hope you can get to your house soon.
Yeah, the farmer on Bohol is good at raising dogs. Yeah, but unfortunately for him, they're completely worthless. I don't think he feeds those dogs either.
Are you talking about that guy from New York, the crazy guy from New York that was building a hotel?
No, I don't
know.
know.
No, the farmer guy in the Philippines, the guy from California.
The farmer that has nothing growing. Now he's growing fish.
He used to have a Schwann's truck business in California in the beginning, I guess.
I thought it was an ice cream truck.
Okay, I don't know that channel.
That's okay.
I don't know.
Right.
You don't want to know that channel.
Right.
Everybody hates him and fighting with him.
Fazio, what happened to Fazio? He was building a hotel.
I don't know that one.
You don't know Michael Fazio? He's from your city. Originally.
I have sent you money, Tim.
Tim, I'm renovating my house right now. I could use a few thousand pesos here and there.
Miss Muggs is a Filipino. Send her money.
I just wanted to let you know that the I-bond market is going crazy, and I hope it goes up again. I really do.
Yeah, no. Thanks for turning.
And it's safe.
I will check.
Well, that definitely sounds safer than the stock market.
Oh hell yeah, man! You know,
I think it's on the verge of a collapse. The stock market.
I think my great grandparents always bought city bonds here in Milwaukee.
Well, that's safe. That
was way back when in the 40s and 50s. So
right, yeah, and they were fairly safe. Yeah, it's really hard to lose on municipals.
Yeah, I don't know that channel myself. Yeah, Mark knows all of them. Now you're better off, Mark. This shit rots your brain. You get brain rot from it.
Wait. Somebody said something about sending money. Who was that?
Well, Miss Muggs, Scotty B said he's stranded in the U.S. Can you send him money?
Deval Don is Fazio. He said that. I'm a Filipino. Miss Muggs says, I'm a Filipino. Send me money too. Yeah. Okay.
Tim says sending money to anywhere in the world is a buyer beware. Just don't bitch if you get toasted.
Yeah, well, sending money to the U.S. Treasury is a pretty good bet. Tim.
Yeah, I could sleep at night with that.
Yes.
I think Kevin had a question for you.
Kevin, even actually 7.12% is about what inflation is in Las Vegas.
Yeah, he was asking about the 7. Well, it's not 7.5; it's 7.12 plus
7.12.
No, there's no plus an inflation rate on that. That's what you get. But Kevin, when you compare it to if you have some savings in a bank where you're getting less than 1%, you know, this is with the government. It's safe. It's not going to disappear, and it's a good rate of return.
Exactamundo, and it may go up. in April, or maybe I don't think it'll go down by very much. And if you want out, everybody thinks when you say bond or treasury bond, everybody says, "Well, when's the maturity date?"
Mark
And
the Savage King. JG, what are you talking about? I am already getting brain rot watching you. That's why he's Mark the Savage King.
Yeah, those banks got you. They pay you
no.
1% on your savings accounts and charge up 25% on your charge cards.
Yeah, completely.
Wait a minute.
1%.
What's this about the 25%? What, James?
I said the banks get you. They pay you 1% having your money in the bank, and then when you borrow it from them in a charge card, they pay 20. You pay 25%.
Oh yeah. I never borrow on any kind of borrow cash on a credit card. Jesus Christ! What?
No, he just means like if you don't pay the full balance off, that's your
Yeah,
interest
right,
rate.
right. It's about 29 or something like that. Yeah. I'm
Scott
doing
Expat,
house
welcome.
renovation right now.
You doing a house? Well, it's a condo, right?
No. I got a really small house that I bought for very cheap about 4 years ago in Las Vegas.
You have it as a rental right now, or you live in
No,
it?
I'm living in it. I'm in it right now.
I don't know why I thought you were in a condo. No, so you have a house there.
No,
All right.
I don't want common walls with people. I just don't. I
Me
can't.
neither.
I don't like that.
I'm with you, 100%. You might as well be living with them. And then you get dirty people. They get cockroaches. You get it just because you live nearby. And no.
Listen, I got a story for you guys. Okay, my wife is. I was actually born in Japan. I don't look like it, I know, but I'm like a quarter Japanese. And my wife is like 100% Japanese.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Yeah. I mean, we've been married for a long time.
No, that's Japanese, or what I've always said is I think they are the hottest Asian women. Japanese, then Korean. That's
Really,
just a personal opinion. There's no right or wrong on it.
I think Koreans are very closely, even a little hotter. But I don't know. I mean, they all look good up in that area.
Oh yeah.
But let me tell you the story. My brother-in-law called a couple of years ago, and he has land outside of in the suburbs of Hiroshima. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's like when you build a house in Japan, it's weird. It's not like America, man. When you build a house after like 25 or 30 years, they just tear it down, and
Really?
they do modular building now. Where the real value is in the land. It's a totally different. Well, not totally, but it's kind of different from America. So today, when we had all the workmen in, I was thinking. I asked my wife. I said, "Well, look, why don't we use some of this land? It's an urban area. I mean, it's got all conveniences and everything, and it's like I don't know, maybe a 20-minute train ride to the center of Hiroshima." And so I said, "Why don't we use the land and put buildings on it to live in? When the pandemic blows over, we can go over there." and this is a true story. She's got 3 brothers. One is severely autistic, and I think he's getting Alzheimer's too. And he lives in a kind of really run-down house on the same parcel of land. And they got these neighbors, man. They're half senile. And it's like, I don't know. She told me this, and I could never live next to them. I'm not going to do that,
All right, so she didn't want to do it. All right.
No, yeah, it was well, she told me about it. She told me a brother-in-law. She relayed that information. He said the offer is open. And then the next thing I'm talking about it again with her, and then she says, "No, the neighbors are really out of it." and then my little brother is out of it as well. So that's killing that deal.
Mark said, I had one friend, he always paid off his credit card at the end of the month, but he was real good at handling money. Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah,
I use it. I get the rewards, and I pay it 100% fully.
Oh God,
But my thing is that if I can't afford to pay for the full thing, whatever the thing is, then I can't afford it, in my opinion. I don't look at payments or certainly not, putting so much on a credit card that I couldn't afford to pay the whole thing. I would never do that. So, some people can do it, others can. I learned the hard way. I told the story. I blew myself out when I was in my early 20s. With credit, I learned my lesson, and now I don't know anything. I went the Dave Ramsey route of
I think Dave, he's an idiot, man. I don't like that guy at all.
His fundamentals are sound. I don't agree with everything because he is nuts a little bit. Like he runs a company, and if a woman gets pregnant out of wedlock, he'll fire them. He'll fire the woman.
Yeah, he has a real strict Christian moral code. You know?
Well, I stay away from the Christian moral code, and I just look at the numbers. The numbers he does works. It's fine.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Let's see. Tim is saying Japanese women can be hot. Definitely. Korean women have a sort of smell about them.
They eat kimchi. It's kimchi, Tim.
It's kimchi.
Yeah. No, that's true.
I guess I'll work through the smell. I'll wear a what are those things? Man, the clothes. You hang the clothes on it.
What's that?
What is it?
Clothespin.
Clothespin. My God. I don't know. Did you ever know about those, Ed? Where you'd have the clothesline in your backyard?
Yeah.
What did I miss? Not much.
She can work on Mark Thornton's boat, cruise line.
Yeah. He always mentions his girlfriend, who's like 35, 40 years younger than him. Some shit.
Oh, at least 40 years, maybe
thing.
more.
That's the other thing that's fishy with that guy. He has the hot young girlfriend, but meanwhile, he wants to leave her and go on a cruise ship for 6 months. It's like, what are you talking about?
Is the guy that's actually the guy that does the story vlog? Is he the guy that wants the cruise ship thing?
Yeah.
I thought he interviewed a different guy that wanted to do it.
No, I think they're doing it together.
Oh, together. Okay.
John Smulo.
Yeah, I know the interviewer guy worked on cruise ships.
Yes, that's Mark Thornton. He has worked on cruise ships. He has owned and run a roller skating rink in Utah. It's not far away from Las Vegas. I forget the town name, but I mean that's a real town. It's a nice town. He wants to return. He's always pining away. Oh, I don't know. Someday I'll go back to Utah. I like it. It's such a beautiful state. Every place is beautiful with him.
Yeah. No, everything. Yeah.
Well,
and he's lived
with that Paul guy, right? Paul the dog or whatever.
Yeah. See, that guy makes sense. That guy, Paul.
I like the dog.
I watch Paul.
I like Paul.
Yeah. He doesn't come off as a scammer at all.
And he tells a good story. He tells it well.
Yes.
Whatever story he's telling.
Yes. I like it.
To me, with these vloggers, not just Philippine, but all of them, they have to have some type of entertainment. Like he's a good storyteller. So I can listen to stories from Paul.
Well, I even like Mark, the everyman guy. I even like some of his interviews. Mark, if you're listening, keep your YouTube channel because sometimes you are good. He's got a good voice too. It's very loud.
Mark is talking about his friend who went in and bought a car for $10,000 and put it on his credit card. Yeah, if you have the money in the bank and you're gonna, and you would just instead, take a check or whatever and go into the car dealership and write the check, put it on the credit card, get all the rewards, and to just pay it off with the check at the end of the month. It's not, but people, a lot of people aren't able to do that. But with his bonus pay, he was able to pay it off. Yeah, I bought a car on a credit card. It wasn't 10,000. It was like 5,000. It was a beater. I think.
I always buy used cars, lightly used cars for cash.
I bought one new car in my life, a Corolla.
I bought one Tercel.
Toyota Tercel.
In my life. Only one brand new car.
You see, I needed my car for my job,
Yeah, me too.
So I wasn't going and investing in any kind of like there was a bunch of people that did my job and they all went out and leased BMWs and all of this stuff. And they got fired. Now they still have, 2 years left on a lease. And
oh my God, what a nightmare. What a nightmare.
I don't like to lock myself anything long term.
Oh, I'll do long-term CDs, long-term bonds. Well, not that long-term.
No, I mean like debt things. Investments are fine. Maraming salamat JGBK.
So who's that?
Magandang umaga.
Scott. Is that Scoot or Scott?
No, that's Scott Expat in the Philippines. Not to be confused with Scoot B or the Scotty B show. We're being invaded by the Scotties.
JG, because he used it as a work car he was outside. He was able to write it all off.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, depends on how much tax you pay.
Well, it also depends if the company reimburses you or not.
Right.
My company, let's just say I would get reimbursed twice what I put out in the month, for expenses.
Yeah. I had a couple of rep jobs where they actually provided a company car.
The company car, yeah.
They would always, after a couple of years, they would always offer to sell me the car.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I never had a job that offered the company car. I did go on a couple of interviews.
Look, I'm a lot older than you, and that was in the old days, the good old days.
But you're older than me, but you're not old enough to be on Social Security, right?
No, I am on Social Security.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
I thought the other day you said you were 58.
Little bit up, but enough about my age.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You should see the mean average in this room right now.
So I'm on the high end?
No, aren't you about 58?
I think
I'm 64.
you're in the middle.
Oh, you're younger, yeah. You're very young, James.
I'm the granddad here.
No, anywhere Scoop B goes, he's the granddad.
No, I got Scoot beat, I'm sure.
No, you don't. Unless you're an octogenarian, then you're not touching Scoop.
You should have seen the two guys that came over, worked on my house all day today, man. One was 71. The other one was 58. The 58-year-old looked older than the 71-year-old.
Yeah, it happens.
It was crazy. I don't know where they get their energy from. Man, they were doing physical labor. I mean, I paid them well, But man, Jesus.
Scott Expat saying, I say, thank you for letting me come on your live. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, man, you're welcome to come. Come on. You can come up.
Scott Expat. I wonder who that is.
He's a friend of ours in this thing we do.
I don't think I've ever really talked to him. I remember Bruce in Mississippi.
Yeah, he's not here.
Oh, okay. My wife just came back.
Let's see. What do we got in the comments? I only did long-term once in my life. It ended up being married for 40 years, Tim says.
Tropical Tim, I'm 20. I'm into marriage 26 years now.
Well, that's all dependent on when you meet the lucky lady, right? Tim met Ray early.
Mark
King is
King and I
64.
are almost a tie.
There you go. Okay, Scott, thanks for joining. Housework, I know all about it. As a single guy, I have to do it myself. Otherwise, I live in filth, and I don't like to live in filth. Although I do get a girl every once in a while to come in and clean.
So what's happening in Brooklyn now? What's going on?
We just got elected a new mayor. The last one was terrible. It was the worst mayor in America, de Blasio. Now we got this guy. Now we got this guy, Eric Adams, who, there's some things I like and some things I don't like. One, he was a prosecutor, so I'm thinking he's going to start to get tough on crime because it's out of control here. People are getting shot, mugged, attacked in New York City at a high rate. So I think he'll help with that. The only problem with him is that he's openly racist against white people, which I happen to be white. So, they have a video of him.
Are you a woke white?
No.
Well, yeah, you're in deep shit. You're in deep shit.
Listen, I just judge people how they are. If they're good people, I don't care what color they are. But I'm not gonna put everybody up on a pedestal other than white people. It's silly. Just treat people as they are. If they're good, they're good. They're bad, they're bad. I get along with everybody, and I don't get along with everybody, right, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. You don't trust anybody, but you be polite to everybody. Yeah, you get through.
I'll give respect up until you show me you don't deserve it. And that happens. That happens from white people that I meet. That happens with black people that I meet. In some ways, I actually respect the black people that just let me know that they hate whitey right up front. At least they're honest. Right,
I agree.
Instead of the fake behind the back kind of stuff, they're just open about it. But again, I would rather not have them my elected officials.
I don't know. I really don't know his politics or record or anything.
Yeah, well, he
said he was a DA or a prosecutor.
Yeah, he was
a DA, right?
Yeah, district attorney.
Same thing.
But his last post was what the hell is it called? Borough president of Brooklyn, of my town. But it's not. That job comes with no powers. It's just a rubber stamp job. They don't enact laws or do anything. They go around and celebrate. Time to move to Australia. We have no guns here.
Yeah, but Australia is a little bit backwards. I mean, they still have Woolworths there. Woolworths. Yeah, it's a big thing. It's a big thing in Australia. I mean, they're backwards.
Lots of those businesses that aren't here are overseas. Look at when I went to the mall in the Philippines, there was Toys R Us.
Yeah.
New
York, can I still shoplift up to 1,000 without worrying? Of course, Tim.
Good one, Tim. That's good.
Tim, they won't let you leave the store without that 1K in merchandise for free.
I got it. Tim, that was good. Yeah. I think you can do that in Las Vegas. I don't think it's 1,000, but maybe 500. I'm not sure.
Mark says he tries his best not to get along with everyone, but somehow I still end up friends with them.
Well,
he's not sure what he's doing wrong.
Hey, I heard in Vegas, I just saw some YouTube vlog or some YouTube show on guys that were scamming the casinos with counterfeit chips.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that. Yeah.
And who can feel bad for a casino? Nobody.
Yeah. They had, James, they had, I thought it sounded like they really had it down. They were really into the technology and the manufacture and the colors and the security features on the chip. And somehow, I don't know. They did get a lot of money, but finally got caught.
You
I would
see,
think nowadays those chips will be manufactured with like a RFID in it.
Yeah, exactly. That and design. There's design, hard to see design features.
well, you know what? I really don't feel bad with them with the chip thing, because the only reason that casinos use chips and not have money on the table is because they don't want you to feel it when you lose. That's why they made it chips instead of cash that you were betting. So if someone figured out a way to beat them, God bless them. That's the
Yeah.
same thing also, by the way, with credit cards. That's another reason why they invented them, is because when you go and you buy something and you take out the cash and pay for it, that sends a psychological pain to the pain center in your brain when you're parting with the Benjamins. So they make a credit card, and that's why people overspend with the credit card, because it's plastic. It's not real money. I'm in that industry, so I know a few things about it.
What, you worked in a casino?
No, the payments industry.
You work in one of those places like checking the cash or something like that?
No. I work for a major bank. But
Well, that's like buying a gift card now. Oh, I bought a gift card for Applebee's for somebody to go to buy a $50 gift card and they spend $43 at Applebee's. You think they're going back to spend that last $7?
well, there's two sides to that, James. There's that side where they'll have that small amount left and never reuse it. But the truth is, I think the numbers, like 60% of people who get a gift card spend more than the gift card.
Oh yeah, I mean, I do when I go and get a gift card like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you go into a restaurant, you're just gonna get what you're gonna get, and if it comes out more, you're just gonna pay whatever the overage is.
Tim, come on and say hello. You made a great joke.
He's going in for his first. It's 10:47.
Yeah, that's a little late for you, Tim. I thought you started at 9 a.m.
He's slacking.
What is it there now? I'm Midwest, so it's 10:48 there now. 10:48 a.m. tomorrow.
6:48 in Pacific time here in Vegas.
Yeah, I'm at 9:48.
It's really effed up here because, like, we are right next to Arizona, like a 20-minute drive, 15-minute drive to Arizona, and they don't have daylight savings time in Arizona.
So you guys are the same as Arizona now, right?
No. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Or are you guys the same in the summer?
No. We have in Nevada has daylight savings time, so
Right, so
we're
they're the same as Arizona now, right?
I think maybe I would have to Google.
Here, let me ask Siri.
Mark King, what time is it there?
Where's Mark in Arizona?
Yeah. Arizona are the smart state to live in, if you say so.
Hey Siri, what time is it in Phoenix, Arizona?
In Phoenix, Arizona, it's 1949.
7:49 in Arizona.
Oh, that's an hour ahead. 6:49 here.
All right, so you're 1 hour behind. Yep, Mark confirmed 7:40.
Yeah, I worked my last two jobs at military time, so my phone is set to military time.
By the way, that Siri sounds creepy, that guy.
Oh, you know why? Somebody asked me that. I was driving in the car, the directions on it. I had the male voice. And I said, well, I worked in a machine shop for 19 years. So the female voice over the road noise, I can't hear what she's saying. So I had to switch my phone to the male voice. So it's deeper.
You know what I did for, I think it's Google Maps. I set it to a British lady. She gives me the directions.
Well,
JG.
I think this is a British guy or an Irish guy, one of the two. Forgot.
JG, can I ask a favor of you?
What do you need, Ed?
Okay, since I gave you so much good financial information tonight, could you do a Kyle Rittenhouse impression for me?
Oh, I'm not following that at all.
Oh, joy. We get to hear it every day here in Milwaukee. Thanks.
I can't. They pushed the shit out of that case on YouTube. They got live streams.
I thought he was gonna kill me. Boy, that guy, man, without his AR AK-15, man, he just crumbles.
Scott Expat says they only go to casinos to eat at the restaurants. I'll tell you, I would love to go to a casino. I just don't want to be around people with COVID. So,
right. I haven't been in 2 years.
I don't go often. Before the pandemic, I would say maybe once a year I would visit a casino.
Oh, guys, I gotta head up.
All right, James. Thanks for joining tonight, man. I
Take care,
appreciate
James.
it. So I really don't go. But when I do, I play blackjack. That's my game.
Yeah, it's a nice game. I'm playing poker.
No poker. I can't play poker because if I get good cards in my hand, I'm like, yes. And if I get really bad cards in my hand, I'm like, oh shit. So I don't have
poker face.
No, I can't. I can poke a face, but I don't have a poker face.
No, I mean, you got to be really careful about giveaways.
No, I would have a lot of tells. I wouldn't be good at it.
Yeah. No, myself as well.
You have to know what you're good and bad at. I'm not good at it. I'm the kind of guy that I wear my heart on my sleeve. You're gonna know. No, I'm not even saying it's good. I'm just saying that's me. I would have started drinking earlier since it's Saturday or whatever, but I was helping Ray with some paperwork.
All right, you can be late once in a while, Tim.
1:50 p.m. in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia.
Melbourne. Good day, mate.
Good day, mate. Don't make fun of the accent, you wallaby. We are ahead of all of you. 3 hours ahead of the Philippines. That's right. That just means you get older quicker.
Is shit gonna go down in Kenosha? No, nothing's gonna happen there. No. More likely to happen in New York.
Why did the guy get off?
No, it's not. The verdict isn't in yet, but he is going to go to. He will be acquitted, or how do you say? He'll get off on the murder charge because everything's on videotape. But he's facing lesser charges, a whole bunch of lesser charges.
Bye, Scott Expat in the Philippines. Thanks for stopping in today. I appreciate it. Tim says he only goes to casinos that feature liquor in the front and poker in the rear.
Tim, come on, man.
Tim's a busy man, and I'm just about to end. So, all right. Well, I popped on. I didn't send any notification, no nothing.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah, I don't know because I was like half not gonna do it, and then I felt like let me just throw it on and see if somebody comes on.
Are you still gonna sell your place?
As soon as I get fired, I'm gonna look to sell it.
Oh, okay, but it's not on the market now.
No, not currently, but I'm still getting it ready. That's what I've been doing a lot.
I'm sure you're gonna do well.
Well, you know what? I mean, you accumulate so much shit as a human being, but then, like when so I have my own stuff. Then my parents die, I get more stuff. So I just have stuff that has to go. And I've got pretty far.
You're talking about stuff that really has no value?
Listen, let's put it this way. I have pictures of people that I don't even know who they are. Now, I think they're family members, from long ago. Some I never even met. But, what do you do with these things? I don't want to.
I toss them away. Eventually, it just gets.
Yeah,
I don't want to create a fire hazard.
What am I supposed to, move and drag this stuff with me? Because the goal is
My wife is a big pack rat, Jay.
Yeah, I was too. I'm working on it.
But I don't know. I'm not one for sentimental value too much. I don't know.
No, most of the memories are up here anyway.
Right, exactly.
I feel the most important ones are up there.
Yeah.
Like, why do I need 10,000 pictures of my parents?
No,
Keep
no.
a few.
I'll
Keep
tell
a
you where the
few.
most. Yeah, a few. Yeah, but you know where the most important memories are.
Yeah, in the head and your heart,
Yeah, but
and some on
my
video.
some of my most important memories are on they're on Pornhub.
Oh, you uploaded a lot of stuff, did you?
I don't upload or download, but I watch it,
Should
and I'm proud of it.
Yeah. Did you go buy apples on a pie crust and make yourself an apple pie? If I'm still in this house next year, I will be
Hey,
farming
take
in
care,
the backyard.
Tim. Take care,
Take care,
buddy.
Tim. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Let's see here. You give those to a sister that wants to keep all the family stuff. No, my
That's
sister.
good.
No. The stuff that I got was the stuff my sister didn't want. That's how it works with that kind of stuff. The girls, they get the first pick of everything that they want,
They got
and whatever
first
they
dibs.
don't want,
Yeah.
then it gets broken up between the men. So this stuff that I have is what she already rejected. So really, there's nowhere for the stuff to go. But anyway, Ed, thanks for joining me. I'm gonna end it here.
Okay.
I was gonna tell a story, but I'm not gonna tell it tonight. I'm gonna save it for a real live stream.
Okay. You say that
And
story.
thanks for that information on the
Yeah.
I-bonds. I am gonna look into it.
Yeah, I mean it's not big.
No, it's
It's
no,
not
it's
gonna
not
make
big,
you
but
rich.
I have some money in the bank that's just wasting time there. Actually, it's losing because of inflation. So let me.
Exactly. That's what the I bonds are for. They tell you right on the website. And
To
it's
hedge against inflation.
treasurydirect.com.
Yep, I'm gonna be there. Appreciate the info, Ed.
Yeah,
Everybody in the chat, thanks for coming by tonight. It was unscheduled, but I appreciate everybody showing up. So, guys, have a good night, and everybody be well, or a great day if that's where you're at. Thank you, Miss Muggs, Scott Expat, Mark the Savage King, Chi, Tropical Tim, James Lonigan, Deval Don, Scoop B, Kevin Nash. I'm seeing if I can remember everybody without looking, but I can't. Not that good. We had the other person that I didn't know too well, but she stopped in. Thank you for that. All right, guys, have a good day or night. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.